everyone, it's Cheryl from Teaching 2 and 3-year-olds. I'm not going to do a classroom setup this week because pretty much our classroom is the same as it was last week. The children really enjoyed all the activities we have out, and to be honest, next week we really want to keep things kind of simple because we have our Thanksgiving feast happening midweek, and it's our last week before we break for Thanksgiving. So we just kept it pretty much the same. So what I'm going to talk about today instead is planning for December. Now I know in my private Facebook group, teachers are already asking, what are you going to do in December? And I can feel the anxiety when they ask that question. So I thought I would write a blog post that talks about all the things that we have done in the past during the month of December. I'm going to share pictures of my classroom when it was set up for the gingerbread theme, when it was set up for the Jingle Bell theme, when it was set up for the Christmas theme. All those links are in this blog post, so you can see, if you're curious how I set up my classroom, I can show you in those pictures. And also in that blog post, I talk about all the different things the different areas that you would want to cover in your classroom. You know, there's art and science, Play-Doh, large motor, fine motor, dramatic play, cooking. It goes on and on. I have jam-packed this blog post full of all the different things I could think of that you would want to pick and choose from when planning your December curriculum. And also, I have a link to over 32 different free holiday printables, not just mine, but also from others. So that's huge too. Music and movement, it's all in there. I did this thinking about you and how you've got your planner set out, and you're like, I gotta fill this in, what are we gonna do? Another thing that I wanna talk about is, a question that came up in my private group was, she said she has a very young group of 2s, and she just can't see them doing the same Christmas program that the older children do. And I said, yes, you are so right. And I wanted to talk about what we do, because when I first started out, we included our 2-year-olds in the same Christmas program that the older children did. And we quickly realized it was way too much for them. They had a hard time standing up on a stage. We had some that were crying, and I finally decided, let's separate it. So what we do now is super simple, but so meaningful for our toddler preschool families. And what it is that we invite them to come the last half hour of class, and we pass around little jingle bells. And I just have a very simple playlist of holiday music that our children, we've been doing it all month. And the children can either sit on the carpet with me, or they can sit with their parents or their special, who's ever attending the little program. They can sit with them. I don't expect them to be in one place or another. And I invite the grown-ups to sing with us. That way the children aren't feeling like the spotlight is just on them. So we're all singing, we're all ringing bells. It's very, very casual. And I have found this to be so much more effective than trying to expect these young children to get up on a stage and perform. And then what we do is we have cookies. So we pass out cookies that the children eat with their families or their special guests. And then we do a gift. So the children make a gift. It's usually a personalized ornament, so there are pictures on it. They help me wrap it. They even make the gift wrap for it. They will paint or do something on I get like a lunch sack, and they decorate it. Wrap it in tissue. They put it inside the sack. And as they're eating their cookie, I hand each child their bag, and their parents or whoever's with them gets to open it. So it's just a really super simple way of getting the families involved, but it's just much simpler than what our older children do. So I wanted to say that because I know that question is going to be asked over and over again in the upcoming weeks. And another thing I want to really stress is, I know it is so tempting to want to cram as much as you possibly can in those weeks. And please don't. And I kind of go back to like what I say for back to school. When I say keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple, same reasons. Because most likely your children are already going to be getting amped up because of what's happening. Maybe their families are going to special events or whatever. They might be staying up later than normal. They might be visiting Santa, whatever, going to zoo lights, whatever it is. They're already going to be amped up. So I purposely use this time to kind of keep things calm. I try. So for our class, like I said, I do the personalized ornament. That's always something we do that gets wrapped. And then I usually have them make some sort of card to go with the gift. Last year we did just a simple Christmas tree shape, and that was it. It was super simple. Anything else we do after that is just some stuff that I come up with, but I'm not worried about it. If it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care. My goal is we're just gonna have fun. And so that's why now I'm here sharing with you a few things. First of all, one of the things that we started a few years ago is having the children help make a gingerbread house. Pro tip: buy the house that's already made. You can kind of see it in here. It's already assembled. Because the first year we did this, we tried to put it all together. It came in just flat, and you have to assemble it, and it was just way too much for this age group. So we've learned, and I'm passing this on to you, if you want to make a gingerbread house with your kiddos, buy the house that's already put together, because then they just get to help put the details on the house, and it's really exciting. So this is something we just found in our local grocery store and bought it. So that is something else that we're going to be doing. And then, because I am that person that goes into the grocery store and sees something and says, I'm sure I'll use that for something, and then I get home and they go, I don't know, what am I going to use it for? Okay guys, this is where I need your help. I found this package of crushed peppermint candy, and I'm wanting to know how you guys have used this. Is there a special, what special kind of cookie that you make with it, or brownies or something? If you have used the crushed peppermint candy in some kind of a holiday cooking activity, please let me know in the comments, because I'd love to know how to use this. And I love hearing everybody else's ideas. So that's one way I need your help. Another thing I need your help with is, next to going into a grocery store and just picking things out, that goes for Amazon too. So I saw these big styrofoam cones that they look like Christmas trees. And my mind's rolling on what we can do with these, but I thought I would ask you, how would you use these? Now, I love the size, and I didn't get one for each child. I just got a couple because I thought we could just do it either as a group activity or some kind of table activity. So I'm gonna keep that in mind, something that several kids can work on at the same time. How would you use these big Christmas tree shaped styrofoam cones? And if you want some of these, I'll drop a link in the description, but let me know, because I appreciate your ideas so much. I love it when I get comments with suggestions. So let me know, because sometimes I get stuck in my ways too, and I want to hear how you do things. And remember to check out that blog post. It's in the links in the description, because it is packed with all kinds of things to get the juices flowing while you are filling out your planner for December. And I will see you next week, showing you how our classroom is going to be set up for when we return from Thanksgiving break. Thanks for watching.